What is going on, guys? Will Blending. I think I decided today, really, that once I get this used vehicle that I'm looking for, I think I'm gonna go back to driving Uber and Lyft, just because it was a stress-free way of making money. This time around, though, I probably will go forward and do the division of my company. I have a holding company, and what I'm going to do is putting a new operating company underneath that holding company, and that's probably how I'm going to do my transportation company. That's probably going to be the setup. So pretty soon I will have a new operating company to do my transportation stuff, Uber, Lyft, possibly future companies, maybe. But I just want to set it up while I still enjoy driving and get enough people in place so eventually I don't need to drive. So we could be talking very shortly. Like, I could probably get it up and running probably in 6 months, where I don't even have to be a driver anymore. You know, I could just set it up where I'm basically a dispatcher. You know, we gotta figure out what form of communication we're gonna use, whether it's just cell phones or not. But I will send messages through the driver with some form of system for the people who still call in. There's gonna be still old school people that just want to pick up a phone, call in, and get a ride. And that's where I'll come into play. So I'm considering doing that. So I've had that idea to do a transportation company for a long time, but I guess I recently committed to it, you know, because the media stuff is pretty easy, but it's a slow hustle. If you're trying to build a channel strictly for AdSense money, forget about it. It's a long hustle. What you could do is have very few views like I get, start a media company just to promote your other products and services and not focus on AdSense money. Put links below your videos, and eventually you will see some movement if you're aggressive enough. Just constantly putting out new videos. I don't even think I'm aggressive enough. I should be putting out a video every single day, whether it be on one of my channels, one of my Facebook pages. I should be putting out a video every single day. So, but I'm not that aggressive yet. I hope to be. It's just my mind is occupied with my part-time job, and it is also occupied by me building my own company. Like, my mind's really wrapped around that. And although I'm not really doing anything, I hired a company that's actually building out the holding company. They're going to build the corporate credit. So there's really not much I got to do on as far as that end. But I still want to promote my holding company course. I want to start promoting it now, ramp that up. Once it launches, it should be an easy sell at $100. It should be very easy. I might even be generous enough to just charge $49.99 just to get it out there, get things moving, see who wants the course, and then maybe 6 months from then raise it to 100. Long, slow increments. We're gonna raise it up slow, but you guys are really gonna love this holding company course. It's gonna be my blood, sweat, and tears in this. And somebody suggested I should do a book at the same time, get all the content together, put it in book format, which I think is actually a good idea. So I have a book format as well as selling a course. Probably an audio book would make sense, actually. I don't think I need it in a paperback, but paperback can't hurt either. Wouldn't hurt. But it's going to be very affordable to get started. because you got to spend your money on the other things. You got to actually spend your money, whether you want to build it up slow yourself or pay this company to build it for you. You're going to need as much money as you can to actually go in and do the things necessary, like, you know, starting your side business to fund your holding company. All this stuff is really pointless if you're not willing to find a side hustle to fund your holding company. Once you set it up, all of this effort is pointless, because you won't really qualify for any business credit if you're not able to make any money. So the side hustle would be the first step. If you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, I would start with the side hustle. Get the side hustle right. Something you do outside of your job. Get that going, ramped up, where you're able to fund your holding company, and you will see such a dramatic change in your life. Like, I'm already seeing it. I didn't get my score back to what it used to be, but I got that company working on my score. I got the other company setting up the holding company. Guys, I'm pretty much in heaven right now. The only avenue I'm probably struggling in is focusing on my regular job, because I need to get med certified, but I can't really get my mind around, you know, maybe because I'm getting older, I can't really put my mind on that as much as building all my own stuff, my own economy. It just seems like almost useless when you compare it to what I'm going to have in 6 months with my own business, with my own corporate credit. And then this small EIDL SBA loan, if I pay that off with the SBA, now I'll be in a really good situation with them. So that later on, if I so shall apply for another SBA loan, they're gonna see that I am the owner, and I think that's gonna increase my chances. Not that I want to really, I'm stressing the SBA loan. Those are probably the hardest to get. It's way easier to get credit lines and just use your credit lines. Way easier to get business credit lines. So I'm not stressing the SBA loan, but when it comes down to it, like our last resort, where it's $1 million property and I can't get a loan from a regular bank, the SBA may come in handy. So I'm keeping that in mind. But if you guys want to really find out about how to build your own corporation with anonymity, nobody will even know you own it. Nobody's gonna know I own this holding company. I'm specifically setting it up that way. Not because I'm doing anything illegal. I may look like I do stuff illegal, but currently in my life, I do nothing illegal, but maybe smoke a little marijuana. But yeah, if you want to call that illegal, yes. I don't even drink heavily. I don't smoke. All I do is dream big about having $1 million complex and being able to go to the SBA and getting the money to pay for the down payment like that. You only need 10%. You know? Well, I think 300,000 will get you into something that's worth $1 million with like no problems. And good personal credit, good business credit. That's all they're gonna check. And hopefully the first property I get is gonna be a 2 to 3 family. The goal, once I get to 2 to 3 family, that's my leverage for the $1 million property. They're gonna see I already have a property. You see what I'm saying? And this is not, when I say $1 million property, I'm not talking about a personal home. My personal home, once I move down south, you're probably looking at, probably won't be more than 300,000, but it's gonna look like a mansion. But I would not buy myself $1 million home down south, even though that would probably look like a $2 million home. It would be great, you know, probably 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, whatever. But you gotta be a little humble, and I'm starting to be a little bit humble compared to what I used to be. This is why age comes into play with knowledge. Because just 10 years ago, if you would have handed me what the SBA gave me and said, here, I would have completely destroyed it. I would have spent it up unwisely, and I would be broke again in a few matter of months. But once I got this holding company in place, you guys got to understand, like, I'm going to put my blood, sweat, and tears into the holding company. So if anything ever happens to me, I got money. I can get arrested, and I'll still have my holding company in place. And then once I'm 100% comfortable, I think I'm going to set up a nonprofit as well, just to offset some taxes. But I enjoyed talking to you guys and telling you how my dreams are starting to become a reality. These are my dreams, guys, and I'm starting to actually make it happen. You know, granted, the government helped me. You know, I'm not going to give Trump credit, but the government helped me get a boost. I would have done all this anyway, but COVID-19 and the stimulus money, it gave me a boost to get things done a little faster with a little working capital. It did. But I give more props to God than I would ever give to somebody like Trump. But all props to God. You know, I'm not necessarily really religious, but I consider myself spiritual, and somebody helping me, guys, because my life is just falling back into play. So somebody out there actually cares about me. You know, could be my grandmother in heaven, I don't know. But somebody cares enough to give me a way to get my life back to where I want it to be. And it's gonna take finances. It's got money. You need money. I don't care what anybody says, oh, you know, money's not gonna make you happy. Yes, it will. It'll make you happier. If you're a miserable person, you're a depressed person, no, money's not gonna change you. But if you're a person like me that's just starting to enjoy my life, even though I'm getting much older, I'm just starting to enjoy my life. I don't pay child support anymore. My daughter's grown. She's doing well. I'm single. I can actually move out of state. And then the opportunity to build my own business and become successful is right in front of me right now. I'm telling you guys. The only way I'm going to be happier than I am right now is once I close on a 3-family property and I have a floor to live on. I'm going to feel like I made it. That's only the beginning. That's only beginning stages. I'm going to use that to leverage a really big property to make some really big money. And it all starts with getting that side business. I'm doing a number of things right now. A company called Tradera, there'll be a link for that. Z-Tegrity, Z Black Card. I just ordered my new card. It's like red in color like this for the Shania colors. When that comes in, I'm gonna do an unboxing, show you that. I'm really excited about that one because it's gonna have my business logo on it. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll do a nice unboxing, show you guys the card. But these are good side hustles. I mean, they're an online company. You need to figure out an online business. And this is why. You don't ever want something like this to happen again with this COVID-19 stuff. It's not the first and it's not the last. You got to get something going online, and it helps to have something offline as well. So if you got an offline business, great. But if that business shuts down, you need to be doing something online that makes just as much money or more. So you can start with your offline side hustle, but later on turn that into something online, or start something separate over here online. You gotta have something online going, guys. I'm telling you, you're not gonna make it in the future without something online. And I'm a lot older than a lot of people that are gonna watch this channel. It's probably gonna be mostly males from 20 to 35 years of age that are gonna probably watch this channel. And if you're in that age range, if you get this going now, get a nice side hustle going, start a holding company, start building corporate credit, you not only will be able to get your own self a personal home, but eventually an investment property big enough so that you sleep at night, you know. So you got to figure a way to get something online going. You got to, you know. I know that this money I got from the government is not going to last forever, but if I'm able to get a side hustle like Uber, Lyft, they are side hustles that can actually make you as much money as a full-time job. Before expenses, I made $50,000 last year doing Uber, Lyft. Easily. I already filed my taxes, so I'm not even afraid if the IRS hears it now, because last year I didn't do my taxes. I did 18 and 19 strictly to get my stimulus money. I probably would have eventually did them, but I rushed them, did them both just to get my stimulus money, and it worked. Not only did I get my stimulus money, I got the EIDL, which I wouldn't have got if they didn't see my income from, you know, last year. So you guys gotta hurry up. Let's start a side hustle. Once you got your side hustle going and it's generating you enough money, then you can come to me, you can buy my course and start going after that holding company. Get that up and running. Start working on your personal credit. I'm going to talk a little bit about personal credit in the holding company course. A little bit. And then I might just go, if the course pans out, I might just start a whole separate media company, that I do want to get shareholders and stuff like that involved in. And then what I will do from there is probably build that up, that credit up on that. You know, that one I'm not going to worry about hiding who I am, because I'm going to need everyone to know it's me to really push that business. Everybody's got to know that I own it. It's me. So I'm not afraid to let everybody know that I own that company. But Shania Business will always be my baby, my first. It's like my daughter. It's like my only one. First media company. But I know it's going to be hard for me to scale this one because I've already made so much mistakes on the channel. So I will start fresh, new corporation, new everything. Build that up like a real media company. I'm talking about the right equipment, the right camera guy, the nice intros. That's how I'm gonna be that media company, how I'm gonna build it up. And talk about basically the same thing I'm talking about on this channel, but that'll probably be more geared to me talking to a bigger audience, so I need a nicer backdrops, and you know, and I think that channel will rank up fast because it's going to be set up the proper way. It's going to move faster than this one. But by then I should have at least my first investment property, living in it, you know, a decent car, you know, and it's slow. From there, show the progression on the new channel from living in a 3-family to moving down south and my ultimate home. And then from there, the world, you know. Once I'm able to afford a decent home down south and not stress about paying bills, you know, 1 or 2 investments here or there, you really don't got to be rich. You can live a high middle class lifestyle, because think about it, at that point your companies will be rich, but not necessarily you will be rich. You got to look at it like that. You don't want people to think you're rich. I don't ever want to be rich. I want my big company rich, pay myself a middle class lifestyle salary. Just think about it, that money is just for me for what? Clothes and food. The company's going to pay for my homes. The companies are going to pay for my cars. The only thing I should have to pay for is food and clothes. The company's going to pay for my communications. That's how you got to look at it when you're doing this stuff. And I'm ready. I'm ready to show you guys all this and my journey, you know. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. If you want to hear more stuff about holding companies, personal credit, business credit, corporate credit, affiliate marketing, network marketing, this is the channel. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll catch you guys next time.